Hey everyone, today we have war number 4 and we're going against NY718. This is an alliance with very big rosters. So I'm taking in Negasonic, Valkyrie, and Vox. So Valkyrie is a new one for me this season. I'll be taking Section 1 of Path 2 and then standing by for backup if needed, and then I have 2 mini bosses, and then there's a little bit of a curveball thrown my way towards the end. So yeah, NY718, they again have like really big rosters. I'm told that they are primarily an Alliance Quest alliance, so they place very high in that. And then for war, they're typically a Platinum 1. So I'm just reviewing the nodes here. I've never taken Path 2, and this Jessica Jones, I'm going to use Valkyrie. And I've already reviewed this fight with several friends of mine in my alliance, and also over in SSX. And, you know, again, I'm so open to feedback with this being my first season playing at this level, and I just want to, you know, kind of learn what the best strategy is. So obviously, you know, as I've said before here, I'm very intentional with my boost, making sure I'm selecting everything correctly, taking my time. I don't think, did I? Okay, yeah, I did. I did put on a specials boost. Didn't do power backs, didn't have a need for it. I didn't think that Valk would actually get much from it with her SP2. I've never tried it with her. So anyway, Jessica Jones and Valkyrie is a pretty standard fight, because once you get your Pierce buff up by reaching a combo of 10, then you are going to bypass Jessica's Unstoppable. So then she's just a regular fight. However, what I end up doing here is playing this whole thing into block as if it was Hazard Shift. And what I could have done better is just hit her normally, get up to a combo of 10, get up to my 2 bars of power faster. There was not really a need for me to play it the way that I did. So I did go with the Power Start 1 boost because I wanted to get up to my SP2 faster. But yeah, I could have saved that boost and just hit her normally. There was no reason for me to play her, play into the block. And then coming up on this first special, I thought that I was going to get more power than I actually did. I thought that medium was going to take me to 2 bars of power, and I think had I just paused a beat, it would have, because right when I threw my special, you see that I kind of like gain a little bit of power. So that's fine. Lesson learned. You know, the goal here is just to win the fight, take her down. This is my only fight with Valkyrie, so that's okay. Here I actually throw the SP2 correctly, so no big deal. And there I could have continued finishing with lights, so that way I would have got another bulwark, but I didn't really need it. And yeah, so we'll just keep on going. Jessica's down. Next we have this Mantis fight, and I'm going to use Negasonic here. And I believe I switch over my special attack boost. I'm reading the nodes, but yeah, there's really nothing in this node set that benefits either Mantis or Jessica, so it's totally fine. And then one thing I learned was one of my friends was saying that Negasonic's stun is so long that I could actually do, I think it was like medium, and then, or like I could chain a combo. So I need to practice that. Because the passive stun can't be shortened, and so it lasts long enough that you can, I think it's medium, and then start medium into another combo. So right there, I started with the heavy to get my Incinerate vulnerability up. and then totally just flubbed the, what's it called? Dodging back for her to avoid her heavy. So all of my invulnerabilities are gone. The whole reason I did the invulnerability was because I was worried if she decided to throw a special one into my block that I might, get the little sleep passive on me and then she would hit me. But as you're going to see here, that doesn't really factor in or become an issue. And here, I held off throwing the SP1 because I wasn't certain if it would take her above 2 bars of power. But even if it did, like, I would have survived an SP1, or even if it didn't, I would have survived an SP1. It's fine. Alright, so I wasn't needed for backup at that point, so now I'm going to go to my first mini, which is this infamous Iron Man or iDoom on this regen node. And so here, his regen, when he gets down to like 20 or 15% of his health, is really strong. And so I'm going to be playing around with Vox's degens, potentially seeing if I can use that with Despair to kind of like prevent him from regenning. But you're going to see here that the timing gets kind of a little bit wonky, and I end up just reclaiming those degens. So, personal space regeneration and enhanced recovery 2. Now, one thing you're going to see here is I do a lot of blocking on iDoom, and that's because one of my weaknesses in my playstyle is I am not very good at the reparry. It's something I need to practice, especially now that I'm getting up into this level of Alliance War. I need to learn how to do that consistently, and I feel like that is definitely kind of like the next level of skill that I need to get. So anyway, we're just working up here. We got almost to our second bar power, and then we throw our SP1, so that way we'll have an easy time being able to reclaim those degens if we need to. And you can see here, I end up going and reclaiming them, and because they're not on iDoom now, there's nothing that's going to block his regen, and I have no Despair. So this dude just heals up like almost all the way. But that's okay, because watch this. I now have 41 degens, which is just bananas. I think that's the most I've had so far with Vox. And I'm just going to back off and let them do their thing. Yeah. So that was ticking for like over 30k of degen damage per second at the end there. So really, really, really strong damage from Vox. Alright, next up I have this Mysterio. Now, one thing you'll notice is that I'm constantly using invulnerability boost. And that's because, again, like, I'm still just nervous being at this level, and what I want is to not lose any health. In reality, once my confidence is built up, which it's getting there, I should be doing Power Start once, because that's going to allow me to really ramp up Vox a lot faster. And also, in this particular node, one thing that I should have paid attention to, so he's got one eye open. So if I parry him and then hit him while he's stunned, I'm going to take damage back. But while that protection node is up, I'm not going to deal much damage, so the damage I take back is also going to be minimal. And for whatever reason, I just was not very clear on that. Again, this is another note I haven't taken before, but now I'm very well aware of it. And of course, because I haven't been able to ramp up and get my scythe yet, Mysterio has all these evades, and he's just dodging me like crazy. So finally I get my scythe up and I can get a rhythm in going into this fight. And again, at this point, like, I should have just parried and knocked him down so I could start doing damage. It is what it is. And I also don't do as good a job of managing my power to degen ratio. So what I should be doing here, let's see, do I go? I think I go for the SP2 to get my vigilance buff. Let's see. Yeah. So with the vigilance buff, the idea behind it is get Mysterio up to his SP2, and then I won't miss him. Like after he throws it, I can still just hit into him. But he's not wanting to throw. I panic because I see my degens falling off, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to hit him and throw a special, but also miscounted the hits of his SP2, so then I end up taking that final hit of his SP2 right to the face. So here, now I'm just focused on damage. Like, alright, let me just knock him down, not really worry about reclaiming my degens, because these are going to kill him. Alright, and then that would have been the end of my war, except then I get told that I'm going to be taking the boss fight, which was a Prowler. So before going in, I see that we're tied currently. Now, neither of us have 100% of our maps yet, but we're tied. So a lot of pressure on for this boss fight. I practiced it a bunch, and really, Prowler is not too tough of a defender. You just don't need to punish his special attacks or you'll get faltered. Or you can throw the SP2 with Vox, get your vigilance up, and then just fight him regularly, and it's no big deal. So what I'm going to focus on here is trying to beta heavy, punish his heavies, and just start my ramp up. And again, this would have gone faster had I done a Power Start 1, but again, I opted for a, what's it called? Invuln boost. But now I have my scythe, and this fight here, you know, I do fine. I could play better, but you know, again, the goal was just get him down, and I felt very comfortable with his SP1. It's not hard at all, you know, to avoid. The SP2, sometimes I would get clipped with that first hit, and then once you get clipped with that, you know, it's definitely not fun. So I throw off some degens here. I don't know if I reclaim these or not. So yeah, so I couldn't punish, so now there's like more time. I get hit twice, and now I'm gonna lose those degens. I'm not gonna be able to reclaim them, which, you know, it's fine. It's not the ideal way to play Vox. Like, I could totally capitalize on him better, but you know, it doesn't ruin the fight. Like, it doesn't take much to get Vox ramped back up. Do a little wall dexing there, and then we're gonna throw this last special, and then the degens should be enough to kill him. There we go, perfect. So, well, not perfect, but, you know, I didn't die, so it's perfect in my mind. So yeah, so I finish, and I was very happy that I didn't contribute to any deaths, and then we end up winning. So it got dicey because we ended up getting one more death in another battle group, but then they got another death and didn't finish the map, I don't think, so we ended up winning. So that takes us to 4-0. I finished third, it looks like, in my battle group. Yeah, so I'm going to be very curious where we're placed at the end of this, because we were number 7, Plat 1, before this fight, so we may go up just a bit, I guess it depends on how the alliances above us did. But yeah, so that's war number 4. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.